What are compensatory damages? Compensatory damages are a type of monetary award that a court grants to a person who has suffered harm, with the goal of making them whole again. In simple terms, they are damages meant to compensate the injured party for the actual loss suffered, restoring them, as much as possible, to the position they would have been in if the wrongful act or breach had never happened. This is one of the most fundamental concepts in both tort law and contract law. The idea is not to punish the wrongdoer, that is the role of punitive damages, but to fairly compensate the victim for the harm caused. A bit of history. The principle of compensatory damages traces back to Roman law and later to English common law, where the goal of civil remedies was to balance out the injury by providing financial equivalence. Over time, the U.S. legal system adopted and refined this approach, making compensatory damages the standard remedy in civil cases. Compensatory damages can generally be divided into two broad categories: economic or special damages. These are quantifiable losses with a clear dollar value. Examples include medical expenses, repair costs, lost wages, and property damage. Non-economic or general damages. These cover losses that are real but harder to measure, such as pain and suffering, emotional distress, or loss of enjoyment of life. For example, imagine someone is injured in a car accident caused by another driver's negligence. The injured person may claim compensatory damages for hospital bills, rehabilitation costs, and lost income, economic damages, as well as for the physical pain and emotional trauma suffered, non-economic damages. It is important to highlight that compensatory damages are not unlimited. The plaintiff must prove the losses with reasonable certainty, especially for economic damages. Non-economic damages, while more subjective, are often guided by jury instructions or statutory caps that set limits on how much can be awarded. A curiosity is that in some states in the U.S., juries are specifically instructed not to consider punitive motives when awarding compensatory damages. Their sole task is to calculate a fair monetary equivalent for the harm suffered. Another interesting aspect is that compensatory damages serve as the baseline for civil justice. Other types of damages, such as punitive damages or nominal damages, only make sense in relation to compensatory damages. In fact, many courts will not award punitive damages unless compensatory damages are first established. In short, compensatory damages are the core mechanism of civil law for redressing wrongs. They embody the idea that money, while imperfect, is the best available tool to restore balance and deliver fairness when harm has been done. Up above, I left you more videos so you can keep learning law. Don't forget to like and subscribe.